Hey, I'm Carlos Garcia, and today, and this week, and probably next week, is going to be a bunch of 250 bottle reviews, 250th anniversary of America. There's a ton of freaking bourbons and whiskeys and all kinds of stuff out there with the 250th anniversary thing. Not something I was really looking to get into, but somehow I've gone all the way into it. So, welcome to my life. And so I have about 10 bottles right now, literally waiting for FedEx to drop off another one at least, and more coming in. So my wife is just going to pick 4 at a time. I don't know which ones are coming at me per day, per video for you guys. So we'll see how it goes. And what I plan on doing is picking the best out of all the lineups and kind of doing the best of at the end. But I'm not even sure how many I will be getting. But right now I'm at I think we're at 10. There's a bunch of bottles back here. We'll get into it. So I don't know what I'm drinking. It's not exactly double blind because I know like the 10 bottles, but I'm not sure what even 4 are in it today. So I'll put as much information I can find online. If they have any kind of media things saying why this specific bottle is the 250th version or whatever. But whatever I can find, I'll put on the screen so you guys can see. So let's get right. Oh wait. First, let's do a giveaway. All right, this is a good one. This is for the Jack Daniel's 12 video. So you'll be winning 2-ounce samples of all 4 Jack Daniel 12 releases. And the winner is Javier Acosta. He's a Connecticut guy. Hopefully he sees this and messages me. Saves me a little bit of shipping. All right, so let's get right into the nose on A. All right, the nose on A, not my favorite nose, unfortunately. Slight astringent oak, which was the main note there. Even though it was slight, overall it was just kind of a slight nose. Young, vanilla, yeah, not my favorite nose. So let's go to B. All right, the nose on B, a little bit better. Well, better than A. A I didn't really like that much. This one's still not my favorite, but red fruit, hay, earthy, slight cinnamon. The hay note kind of gave me that youthfully grassy note as well. But again, not my favorite. A little nuttiness. All right, let's go to C. All right, C's notes, my favorite so far. So Red Jolly Rancher, sweet, oak, some spice. It's not very intense or complex or anything like that. It just didn't have anything off-putting like A and B did. So that's why it was my favorite, basically. But decent nose. Can't complain too much about that one. Let's go to, they are getting better. Let's go to D. Okay, so the nose on D, darker than the other ones, nutty, a roasted peanut note, but still gave me a little bit of that slight youngish note that I was kind of getting on A and B. So the nose goes to C. So let's get into the palates. These all seem pretty young, and I'm trying to think of the bottles in there. Some of them are younger age statements. There was one bottle, and I said it in a previous video where when I was trying to buy up all these 250 bottles, there was one bottle that was like 4 years old, and they were selling it for $250. I'm like, no, I'm good. From a distillery I've never heard of. So I'm like, you talk about gimmicky, that's gimmicky. Okay, palate. All right, A, not a bad palate right there, or finish. It's light overall, it's thin, watery. I'm sure this is a lower proof option here, but a lot of red fruit, vanilla. And on the finish, same thing, red fruit, strawberry, nutty. Again, I wrote light and thin. It's not bad. I'm going to guess it's under 100 proof and it's watered down a lot. But I think a lot of people would probably like this. Like people that don't drink cask-strength whiskey all the time, which I'm guessing most of you guys do. So like me, this is too low proof, watery, thin. But it's first sip of the day, so we'll see the second one. I wrote vanilla on the finish this time. There's a nice red fruit vanilla note throughout the palate and finish here. There is some kind of, I don't know if it's youthfulness, but there's something kind of off-putting along with those notes. I don't know. It's not my favorite. Let's go with that. One more sip. That third sip wasn't too bad. The best one out of the 3 for sure. It wasn't as thin, watery. There's a little bit more of those good flavors showing up. I just hope that's not the winner for today. Let's go to B. I mean, that is a tale of 2 stories there. The palate and the finish, I don't think could be that much different in just enjoyment. On the palate, astringent oak, not a good nutty note. Did not like the palate pretty much at all. On the finish, chocolate, red fruit, vanilla. I enjoyed the finish a lot. What just happened? All right, let's Let's go into that again. That finish is very good. The palate though, now the palate did get better this time. It wasn't really that astringent oak or that bad nutty note. It was a lot of dark cherry, which was a good note. And I got more cherry on the finish, but the finish overall was just chocolatey, cherry, almost like a dessert thing. The palate's still not the best, but it did get better, thankfully. One more sip. Yeah, this one's a harder one to score because the palate's okay. I really enjoy the finish, but the palate, it's okay. It's just not, there's just some off-putting notes there that are bringing it down. If that palate was just a little bit better, this would be a great pour. It's not as thin as A was. I think the proof's probably decent on B. It's just a little bit off for my profile anyways. But not bad. Depending on the price, decent. Again, some of these prices are all over the place, and I'm hoping when I'm editing, you're seeing, I'm hoping to put pricing and all that kind of stuff up there for you guys, so you guys have a clue what is going on. All right, let's go to C here. All right, C, very different, and like still in my head trying to figure out if I like that note or not. I don't think I did. So a lot of strawberry, a decent amount of oak, and there's this sour yogurty note that it's almost like a sour milk yogurt note, right? These notes transfer to the finish as well. I got a little bit more vanilla on the finish this time, as well, but still that sour yogurt note was on the palate and finish. I don't think I was a big fan of that note, but the strawberry notes are really good. So again, another pour that is like fighting itself, but hopefully second, third sip, because the second, third sips on A and B did get better, so hopefully that does that same thing on C. So very interesting. That sour yogurty note kind of went away. It was so pronounced on the first sip. I understand how that happens sometimes. Still good amount of strawberry, oak, a little bit more nuttiness this time on the finish and on the palate, because apparently that's where I wrote it. That my brain just not understanding what just happened there. Okay, let me give a third sip and see if that sour note goes back. You know what? That sour yogurt note isn't there anymore. So based off the second and third sips, it's decent. It's strawberry, it's oak, it's nutty, it's vanilla, good sweetness, your typical kind of like, bourbon-y notes. Not bad. It's got a nice little proof to it. I wouldn't say it's really high or anything like that, but it's solid. It's not low. I think A's got to be the lowest one. Okay, let's go to D. Okay. I'm just thinking in my head like this. I didn't love this bottle either, or this pour, or whatever. I'm just like, man, I'm about to do like 6 videos on these bottles, and hopefully I like some. Because this one's okay, but again, this one also has something that's weird, and I don't really like weird. Off-putting for me anyways. Bubblegum, some astringency. That's the note I don't like. Red fruit, spice. It definitely tastes the proofies out of the 4. Finished spice, red fruit, green apple, sweet, green Jolly Rancher. I wasn't expecting that because they've all kind of been somewhat around the same profiles. Just gave a little bit more of that green Jolly Rancher note, which was good, but in the palate again, a little bit too astringent. I don't know. Let's go to second sip. More the same on that second sip. That green Jolly Rancher is really nice on the finish, but the palate's still not my favorite. Welp. Let's go third sip. It does have a nice spice to it. I think that's proof spice, as opposed to like a rye spice situation. Again, the third sip was the best out of the 3, kind of like all the other ones. I still don't think, I don't know. B, like to me, I think A is kind of last place, but B, C, and D are fighting for third place. But we're gonna have to have a winner. And this might be one of these situations where I just take the overall best bottles and put it into the championship. It doesn't have to be the winner of this one. Because I wasn't the biggest fan of any of these, really. I'm going to have to drink some water, A/B all these, and kind of figure out if I get anything new, if anything gets better, we'll find out. But I'll be right back in a little bit. All right, I went back and forth a little bit, and I got some results. But first, let's do the giveaway. So if you want 2-ounce samples of all 4 of these, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment with 250... So 250 part 1. So 250 part 1, all one word. All right, so I went back and forth a bunch because, B, C, and D were right around the same scores for me. And 2 of them still have the same score. It is what it is. But I did check, once I figured out what the bottles were, I went and looked at the prices to kind of see if that would help out you guys. You know, obviously I already own them, so it's not going to help me now. But there are two that are basically double the price of the other two. So let's get into last place, which is the cheapest one. So that's good, I guess. I don't know. But this is from 15 Stars. This is the Kentucky, without the Y, County, aged 6-year whiskey. It's 90 proof, which makes sense because it did taste the lowest proof. 250th anniversary bottle. And I do plan on getting the 12-year-old rye. I might go pick it up actually soon, like like the next 30 minutes. We shall see. So, okay, I scored a 3.1. If you go out and get that, probably not. It's $38 though. So not bad for the price. I will say that, not bad for the price. So then we go into a tie for third, second, or however you want to put it. It was the two middle ones, so let's just go over. They're right around the same price. These two are the more expensive ones. So B, which is this Yellowstone. This is a pick. I guess Yellowstone put out 250 single barrels. This is number 52. 100 proof. I scored it a 3.25. It's $70. There's the Knob Creek 9-year with the little red, white, and blue on the bottom. So it's Independence Edition, 100 proof as well. I scored that a 3.25, and that was $60. So a little bit cheaper, a little bit more expensive than I thought it was going to be actually when I looked up the price. And then we have the Evan Williams, and Evan Williams put out 3 different versions. They have the small batch and another one, but this is the single barrel. This is barrel number 27. I did hear from you guys from a previous video, I think my Whiskey Cigar Club video, that you guys haven't enjoyed your single barrels and have asked for my barrel number. I have barrel number 27. It was barreled on 12/19/18 and bottled on my birthday, 2/18/26. So not even a 8-year-old. So 7-year-old, kind of like this one. That one's younger. This is the oldest one, is the Knob Creek one. But this was only $40, and the other versions of the Evan Williams are actually cheaper than this one. But for $40, single barrel, so definitely is one of those, varies by single barrel to single barrel. But I scored a 3.3. I did like it out of this group. It's not saying too much. This group wasn't that good overall, but for $40. At that proof is 117.76. Great proof point, by the way. Can't complain too much. 7-year-old single barrel, higher proof for $40. You know, an LE version. You know, I think this is definitely, if you see it, pick it up. You can't go too wrong with this. Now, obviously, everyone's kind of a hit or miss on these bottles, but I think for the price, it's not too bad. These other ones, I wouldn't exactly go buy them necessarily, but I would maybe go for the Evan Williams if you were inclined to buy any of these. Tell me if you've had any of these. You know, what 250 bottles you want to see reviewed. I have a whole list. It's too far away for me to grab, but if you saw in the previous video, I have a whole sheet full of bottles. It's gonna be a lot of 250 bottles. And for you OGs still around, so I plan on doing a cigar video for Friday's video. Obviously, I posted Wednesday's video on Thursday. I bought this contraption to hold my camera above me. So my video that I want to do for the cigar video, I want the camera above me because I want to cut open fake Cuban cigars and show people why you shouldn't be smoking them. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just good cigars. Who freaking knows? But I'm going to guess it's not going to be good stuff inside these cigars. But I want the camera above me looking down. And so I bought this thing from Amazon. It didn't exactly work so well. And by the time I figured out how to, work it, it was Sunday. And I don't want to post a video Sunday and then this one for Monday. So I skipped yet another upload. And of course, a cigar video. I know some of you guys really want some cigar content. But we'll get through these 250th. And I have the cigar video, the Silver Springs video, and probably my June monthly haul will be the week after. So basically know the next 9 videos. I just have to now record and edit and post them. So don't do nothing stupid. And if you do, don't get caught. Bye.